So there you go, from one dirty arch to one fully painted and varnished arch. Sorry if it's a bit dark, lighting's not great. So yeah, it's as easy as that, and you can't really go wrong. You can see how close I was with the aerosol to the surface, just to get that coverage on and done, because you're not going to get a perfectly smooth finish under here, obviously. So it's just about getting the paint on nice and thick, getting the varnish on, and letting it cure. Whilst that was drying, I have mounted up the first axle bracket. What I've been doing then is, under these chassis legs, whatever they are, I don't know if you can see it, but I've rubbed back any of the seal that had come away. So let's say the car had bottomed out on something, it got scraped, you're always going to find a bit of rust under there. So I've rubbed all them back down, treated them with the chassis paint, etc., and also done along the bottom of the sill. So this is looking fresh, and then on the other side you'll see that I've started to Gravitex it. Gravitex it in grey, but the grey ran out, so I have ordered some more. Unfortunately it's black. The new Gravitex that I've got coming is black. But in other news, once we've got the black Gravitex on, I do have some more red gloss paint that I found in a local shop, nice and cheap. So we will be putting a red gloss under here and a varnish on top. So it looks similar to the back end, maybe not exact same colour, but not really bothered. And then we'll be able to start putting things back together. So yeah, just a little update for you. Back soon. So back here again on the tablet, because the camera's given up the ghost, but you can see under here that we've refilled in any of the under seal that was under here with that seam sealant, just to fill out the gaps that have anywhere that I rubbed away. Obviously it doesn't look very neat, so we just need to give that a little bit of a rub back before we put Gravitex over it. So whilst we were waiting for a few other things to arrive, I started stripping down this front end. So anyone who's done this on the old boats knows it's a little bit of a pain, but we've got it reasonably well removed. You can see that I just literally snapped off the anti-roll bar joint. It just pulls down. A little bit weak. The initial signs are okay. One thing of concern, of course, is this subframe mount, if that'll focus for you. I don't know if it will. Looking a little bit cruddy. We'll see whether we can save that or not. But yeah, and that's done on both sides. Drive shafts are out. One thing I couldn't yet do is release the drive shafts from the hub. So we will either try some other methods to get them in. I obviously tried hammering them whilst they're on the car, but they weren't budging. So we'll get the wishbones released from the hub. We'll try and split the drive shaft here, so that we just got the stub end in the hub, and then we may be able to take it somewhere and get it pressed out. So yeah, just a few other bits and bobs that have been progressing so far. There's a picture of the car again, just to remind you what it actually looks like. My little helper. So now that we've got to this stage at the front end, obviously thoughts turn to dealing with this engine a little bit. You can see someone's kept it clean in the engine bay. All this top area looks pretty decent. So what I'm going to start doing is labelling up the loom so that I know where things have come from, so that we can get the loom out and prepare this engine for coming out. Now the plan is, I think, if you look here, once we've got the radiators out of the way, we've got enough height, with it being jacked up where it is, I think we've got enough height for that engine to come out the bottom and slide forwards. That's the first plan anyway. We're going to need some good jacking systems, so I'm going to have to source some jacks and things. to drop this out the bottom. It may be worth keeping it on the subframe and bringing the whole subframe down with the engine. So that's an initial plan. Yeah. We're also going to do an aircon delete on this because we don't, the aircon's probably not even working anymore. All the gas seals are probably gone. So that involves a pump removal, which I think is this bit here. So you can see it in there, and all of this pipe work, this front radiator and the front fan will all be lost. So a bit of weight saving as well, and a bit of less complexity as well. So that's where we are, that's where we stand right now. Wish me luck with all of this stuff, and I'll be back with any more progress next week. See you for now.